Hey there, percussionists. My name is Dr. Adam Davis, and I'm one of the private percussion teachers for Frisco ISD. In this video, I want to talk to you about some of the important considerations and practice strategies that you can use for the Region 24 Middle School Snare Drum Etude. At the end of this video, I'll include my performance of the piece that you can use as an example. This etude has a wide range of acceptable tempos. Eighth note equals 108 up to 120. Your final tempo goal will influence your roll speeds and the stickings that you use. So as you learn the etude, choose stickings and roll bases that are going to complement your final tempo. Your slow tempo practice should be identical to the final version in every way possible, differing only in the tempo. In my performance, I've chosen to go the full 120 beats per minute. The meter of the etude is 3/8. And while some of these rhythms may look complex at first, remember that the eighth note is going to get the beat. That means eighth notes rather than quarter notes are going to be counted as whole numbers. So eighth notes become 1, 2, 3. Following that logic, 16th notes then become 1 and 2 and 3 and 32nd notes can be counted as 1E and a 2E and a 3E and a. The 16th note triplets that happen in measure 14, 15, 27, and a couple other places in the piece, you can count as 1 lolly, 2 lolly, 3 lolly, or 1 triplet, 2 triplet, 3 triplet, whatever your preference is. Make sure you understand how to count these rhythms before you just try to play the etude. When it comes to roll speeds for this piece, there are several options that will work. You should work with your teachers to come up with the best roll base for you. In my opinion, one of the best places to start would be 30-second notes. However, another factor that determines your roll speed is your dynamic. Faster roll speeds are more useful when you're at a loud dynamic, and slower roll speeds, which allow the hands to relax a little bit more, can be perfect for a soft dynamic. For this reason, in my performance, I've chosen to use a 16th note triplet roll bass at mezzo piano and below, and a 32nd note roll bass at mezzo forte and above. I've marked in my version some of these roll basses and where I switch. Measure 28 is a special circumstance where we have to gradually diminuendo from mezzo forte down to piano within a roll. So in this measure, I use a 32nd note roll bass for beat 1 and then follow that with triplets, 16th note triplet roll bass for beats 2 and 3. By using this technique, the roll naturally gets softer as I change the bass rhythm. As you listen to the recording, see if you can hear these subtle changes in my roll speeds. Sticking in this etude is a very personal preference, but when you're learning, you should try out all the options before making up your mind. In my performance, I tried to keep 16th notes on one hand whenever possible. For example, measure 25. Even at the full tempo of 120, this sticking should be easily achievable. Using this technique will keep your sound consistent and clear. Again, you should work with your teachers to come up with the best sticking for your own performance. Your dynamics in this piece should cover the full range of the snare drum, from its softest note to its loudest. Crescendos and diminuendos should move smoothly from one dynamic to the next. there's only one accent in the entire piece, in the last measure. But in certain cases, you can add emphasis to the beginning of each measure where appropriate, which will help solidify the meter of 3/8. Listen closely for this in measure 46 up through 57. Finally, I just want to remind you that the region process is completely different from solo and ensemble contest. You won't be asked to play the entire etude in your audition, so there's no real point in practicing the etude from top to bottom. A much better use of your time is to find the sections of the piece which are most challenging for you personally. Spend the most amount of time practicing these spots and then work your way out from there. Set goals for learning each section and challenge yourself to start from any point in the etude. Most importantly, practice slowly and correctly before trying to move up in the tempo. Best of luck on your audition and enjoy this performance. Thanks.